I doubt it, but we'll see. Bear with me. Working on my lighting here. That's okay, I guess. Let's see here. Sorry, just checking on a couple things. I don't know why it doesn't give alerts when I go live. I wonder if it's just my settings. (8:22) at 3:01 p.m. It says. That's not accurate. But let's see. 8:22 at 3:01 p.m. Oh, sorry about that. All right. I don't come on live much just because I'm new to the YouTube side of things. I don't know much about it yet. Still learning. But I want to thank everybody for being a part of North Idaho Whiskey Lovers. You don't have to be in Idaho to join our group, especially on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube. Our Facebook page we do keep to locals, just for our local event and fines and stuff. It just doesn't benefit people outside the area to know that what Highway 41 store is. But we're on Facebook. I keep saying Facebook, and I apologize. On YouTube, we're gonna try to kind of keep it. We'll throw some random whiskeys out there on there and bourbons, whatever. Whatever. One thing I want to point out right off the top, as always, is we are not professionals. I think we cover that pretty well. You'll see us, me especially, fumbling my words all the time. So we're not professionals. We don't claim to be. Don't give us a hard time in comments or anything like that. Oh, you can. We don't care. But it at the end of the day, we're not professionals, so it don't matter to us. I just want to see how this works real quick. Again, I'm figuring this all out as we go here. Let's see if that pops up on there where I can see that. Yeah, it does. So okay. Well, now that I'm done mumbling, let's talk about whiskey or whatever. As always, drink responsibly. But I got some Weller here. Sorry that's so close. I'm still trying to figure out my new setup, lights, all the above type of thing here. But yeah, so North Idaho Whiskey Lovers. What is North Idaho Whiskey Lovers? Well, when I started this group, there's all sorts of foodie channels out there. Tons of foodie channels. And pages, what have you, especially here in the North Idaho area. One thing I couldn't really find along the same lines as the foodie sites was a whiskey site. We have them, but they're into the trading side of things, secondary market side of things, which have at it. I don't mind trading myself, but I'm not getting involved in any sort of secondary market, and I don't let anybody in my group or on our page do secondary market stuff. Well, one thing it's illegal in a lot of places. In Idaho, it's just you'll get caught being a controlled state. So we don't even mess around with that here. But it's a group I started. Uh, I don't know, maybe over a year ago. Maybe we're pushing 2 years. I should probably know that. Um, but we've grown from an idea sitting around a table one night to 860 some members. Uh, Looking to get to that 1,000 mark, which would be awesome. Um, but I have a good core group of people. If you go to our website, northidahowl.com, and I got a picture of my core people. We post events. We have a shop on there. You can buy merch. This hat is not on there. This is for our local only, but we have a lot of other cool um, merchandise and everything on that website. I just got this. I'm going to tweak it a little more. I'm not quite a fan of how it turned out. I know it's kind of hard to see, sorry. But it's got our logo, North Idaho Whiskey Lovers, on a rock glass. Um, Try to get some more of that stuff on the website as well. Um, but one thing I want to feature is I got a lot of stuff in this bar. If you guys have been kind of following with the projects, you know. Um, we turned this into a speakeasy down here. I still have my main bar. Everything you see is in my house. My big main bar out there is in our living room, and this is down here in our downstairs office that we turned into this speakeasy room. So this is where we shoot our videos. We have people over. If you guys had the opportunity to watch the 10-year tasting, sorry about the audio on that on YouTube. If you go over to our Facebook page, watch them. So yeah, you have to be the locals to see that on the Facebook page. Sorry. Maybe I can get that Facebook Live uploaded to the YouTube for better audio. I'm still trying to figure out all audio stuff. I do this even though I have a awesome core group of people. Like a lot of the stuff, editing, everything is all done by me, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm trying to learn it all. But yeah, so North Idaho Whiskey Lovers. We went out and got an LLC just to kind of do that whole thing, business license. Can we make our own whiskey? Nope, we cannot, especially here in Idaho. Can we sell our whiskey? Absolutely not. Can we sell any whiskey? No. Not our whiskey because we don't make it. I think there's a way you can make it in Idaho, and you can technically get a license to do that, I think. But we don't have that. And then even if you have that license, you can't sell it. So the bonuses of a controlled state versus the negative is a lot of things people ask. Is we don't get too many high-end bottles, but when we do, if you're lucky enough to be there when they come out, we get them at a fair price. Today I got, give you a rough idea. And these are allocated bottles that I got. You can only get one of each. I think it's one of each. Idaho's one of each per day per license. Something like that. Anyways, I can't buy more than one of these allocated items at a store at a time per day. You guys know what I'm talking about. Weller Special Reserve, $27.95 is our price. I got a Taylor, Taylor small batch, $49.95, our price. Heaven Hill, the new, I have the wheated and the rye of this. So this is the Heaven Hill weeded. 99.95 for us. Um, our prices are good, um, but like I said, it's hard to get them. So when I do see a Weller, Blanton's, for people that are into Blanton's, that's $70 now for our Blantons. Blantons has gone up quite a bit recently. So I got plenty of Blantons. I don't need to buy anymore. Now I more look for Blanton's Gold or Straight from the Barrel or other special releases out there. Um, Looking across over here, we got Penelopes, which are all fantastic, all under $60, something around that ballpark for all of them. We have Buffalo Trace all day long here, for $30 or less, depending on the size of the bottle. What else is up there? I got that new Maker's Mark, the wood finish. That's $74.95 here. I did see the new price of the Cellar Age, if I'm lucky to get it, for Makers when that comes out. That's gonna be $199.95 before tax, if I read it right. Um, but that's just that's just a rough of what our prices are here when we find it. Um, so we're not getting huge, like, well, I don't know. Let's see here. Well, let's take Weller for example. We're getting Special Reserve and sometimes Antique 107, and an occasional Weller 12 year. Foolproof comes through every once in a while, but the chances of any of us getting a CYPB on the shelf, you're just not going to see it. So that's kind of a downside. Stuff along those lines. The what is it? Sorry, I just had it. Let me go to my Facebook, and I'll tell you. We are starting to get more Peerless up here in our stores. A store, I guess I should say. So like the Wild Turkey Triumph, I think we had like one bottle pop up for Wild Turkey Triumph in the North Idaho area that I saw somebody get. A lot of that stuff's going to go to our bars and restaurants. But yeah, we'll get like Taylor's. Pappy's a lottery here for North Idaho. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, this is $27.95 out the door here for us, or $29 out the door for us on the Weller. But I'm mainly just coming on to kind of talk about what North Idaho Whiskey Lovers is and try to test out the lighting and audio and cameras and just kind of see what the best setup is for this new room. But again, when we talk North Idaho Whiskey Lovers, we focus on what mainly we can get here. Now looking across over there, I have Johnny Drinks Bourbon, which is not anything you can find in the store here. That's from another YouTuber, Instagram guy. That's his stuff that I have. Old Bardstown, you're not going to find that in any Idaho store, but you can go over to Washington right next door to us, and you can get it at Total Wine and pay Washington taxes and prices for it. Although Total Wine is very fair on their prices, it's just the Washington taxes on all that stuff. So we kind of focus on, like I said, this area. You're probably not going to see much on here for items specific to the East Coast or the Midwest or down in Texas. There's some good distilleries and stuff down there. And we may feature one or two randomly here and there that somebody brings on. But our main feature is kind of going to be stuff that you can kind of get anywhere. And of course, we're also going to support our local area distilleries, and we will feature them as well. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's nothing that's exciting. This page isn't exciting, like, and that's probably not a good selling point for you to watch our page. But when we go live and do the tastings and stuff, those are always a great time. But we're just having fun. We're not here, like I said, I'm not here. I'm not slamming bottles. I'm not popping tops and bam, slamming bottles and trying it and thumbsing it up and acting like it's the best thing I've ever drank in my life. If it's bad, I'm gonna tell you that it's bad and to not buy it. Um, but you're not gonna see us slamming bottles, slamming glasses, all this fancy stuff these YouTubers are doing. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not throwing shame at them. If that's what you want to do, power to you. Because I watch you guys. I see your stuff. I like watching your reviews. But that's not what we're going to do. This is kind of how it's going to be. We're going to sit here. We're going to review stuff, drink stuff, have a good time. And once we build up our fan base and followers, we'll go live more. And we'll answer questions and chat with you. And then maybe I'll teach you something. But more than likely, you guys are all going to teach me something, which is what I want. That's why I'm here. So that's basically the down and dirty of North Idaho whiskey lovers. If you're liking it, go over to northidahowl.com. Buy some merch, help support the channel. And you can follow us on Instagram. Instagram's okay for everybody to follow. That's a public group. Again, our Facebook page is private for kind of the North Idaho, Washington area. But Instagram and YouTube's for everybody. So let's all have a good time, learn some stuff, and enjoy some drinks and drink responsibly. Thanks.